When I was 9, I was diagnosed with SJIA, and SJIA stands for Systemic Juvenile Idiopathic Arthritis.
2 weeks prior, she was active, doing gymnastics, jumping around, doing cartwheels all over, being a typical 9-year-old. And then 2 weeks later, we were feeding our 9-year-old and carrying her to the bathroom. And we didn't know what was going on, and it was absolutely devastating.
When he was about a week old, I gave him a bath and I picked him up. Caleb was holding him and he was ice cold. And I'm like, it's not right. So I did the skin to skin and tried to warm him up and still didn't get warm. And I took his temperature and it said 94, 96. Called my sister and she's screaming at me through the phone to hang up and dial 911. His aorta was pinched shut and he was going into renal failure.
It was truly 5 people surrounding him, 5 people deep, 25, 30 people working on this one little guy.
Before William was diagnosed, he wasn't speaking. He had maybe 1 word at a time. When we found out that he had autism, they said it was moderate to severe. It shook us pretty hard because we weren't sure what we were in for.
That was devastating. How do you tell your child what I want means?
The success we've had from the early intervention behavioral program helped him to use his words, so he started to be able to express his wants and needs. Him being able to say, "I love you." That was the best thing.
Telling his mom that he loves her was big.
Being 9, I was really active and I like to run outside and play and do jump rope and everything. But then a couple of days passed and I couldn't do those things. My joints and my knees would lock up and I wouldn't be able to move. And it was really scary because I was hurting.
It was utterly a helpless feeling to watch your baby lay there. They opened him up and cut out the kinked part of his aorta, sewed him back up.
Each day was a challenge, but each day we've learned how to cope. We've learned how to rely on our faith, even though our famous question was, why, God?
When the bills came,
I saw the itemized pre-insurance bill and was completely stunned. And I think I looked at her and said, oh my God, we got $1 million baby.
Because those bills, when they start piling in, they pile and pile, and you have no idea what to do.
We found out about the Pass It On Fund through Children's.
When the Daltons stepped in, it changed everything because it showed that there was somebody in the community that was willing to help us.
And I was like, oh my God, are you serious? This is amazing. Probably did some shouting.
when she contacted me, I told her, I said, we're never gonna qualify. We have income, we have insurance. I know how this works, and that's great. Give it to somebody else. And she said, no, this grant is specifically for working families that have insurance but have bills every month. I'm like, well, that's us. And apparently what I wrote, JJ read herself.
This organization is phenomenal to support.
There's just something to be said about what I was taught when I was a kid. There's good people in this world. Kindness begets kindness, and that's what we were shown. From the Andy and JJ Dalton Foundation, strangers helping strangers make their lives a little bit easier. We have a few more gray hairs.
Yeah, I have a few less hairs.
This happened 5 years ago, and for the first time, we don't owe Children's Hospital any money.
They showed the kindness to me and my family, and I feel like I can take that kindness and give it to other people as easily as they gave it to us.
I'm going to try and teach him from a young age is that he can give back as well. Just today, we donated some of his toys to the vets, and when they came to pick it up, we said, buy a wagon, so he understands that we're passing it on.
If you were able to give, the Dalton Foundation is an amazing program to give to. It's anything that they can do to help any family that needs help medically.
In those moments, you just stand there and you're like, as a parent, you're like, you want to give your child everything possible, and you can't sometimes. And that's hard. So foundations like Andy and JJ are phenomenal because they help you when you feel like there's nowhere to turn.
I will do anything for the Dalton Foundation because they helped me, and I feel like the fund, like it's the Pass It On Fund. So whatever you can do in life to pass on goodness and greatness and to make change in a better way, I'll do it.